Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, January 27th. Here's what's happening. President Donald Trump says he had a good call with Minnesota Governor Tim Walz yesterday. Trump said they both want to make it better after another deadly ICE-involved shooting over the weekend. Trump also confirmed that he is sending his border czar, Tom Homan, to the state. The president's post comes the same day Minnesota officials were in federal court trying to halt the ongoing ICE operations that have seen 2 deaths and widespread demonstrations. Oklahoma City Archbishop and USCCB President Paul Coakley released a statement on Sunday on the ongoing protests in Minneapolis. He said, quote, "I prayerfully urge calm, restraint, and respect for human life in Minneapolis and all those where peace is threatened. Public authorities especially have a responsibility to safeguard the well-being of people in service to the common good." He did not directly address ICE or the deaths of Renee Good or Alex Preddy. Cardinal Joseph Tobin of Newark, New Jersey, went further in his statement. He called for the defunding of ICE and asked Catholics to contact their lawmakers to oppose its funding. He also called it, quote, "a lawless organization." Back in Minnesota, Jason Adkins, executive director of the Minnesota Catholic Conference, signed an ecumenical open letter to local, state, and federal officials, urging them to, quote, "come together and chart an off-ramp from this crisis." Barham Salih, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and former president of Iraq, met with Pope Leo XIV yesterday in Rome. He explained that as a former refugee himself, he looks forward to continuing to work with the Vatican on the plight of migrants worldwide.
The voice of the Pope and his moral authority really matters and is of consequence. And we really consider this an important partnership and an important asset that we rely on as we move to deliver on our mandate in helping refugees worldwide.
That audio courtesy of Vatican Media. According to the UNHCR, as of mid-2025, 117.3 million people globally have been forced to flee their homes due to conflict, violence, persecution, or other events, and among them nearly 42.5 million were refugees. And already 2 miracles this year have been attributed to Saint Charbel Marclouf. Saint Charbel was a Lebanese monk and is known as the Doctor of the Sky due to the more than 30,000 reported miracles to him. One of the new reports this year comes from an attorney in Indiana who prayed for his intercession to avoid a second abdominal surgery and healing her of an infection. The other was a Lebanese woman who was healed of a spinal tumor. St. Charbel's feast day is July 24th, and Pope Leo XIV became the first pope to visit his tomb during his visit to Lebanon in December. And that's the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley.